Hello, this is NinjaBob and welcome to episode 3 of Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved. Look at this mountain, isn't that magnificent? But even more magnificent than that is my hat. Look at this, this is absurd, isn't it? I think this is probably the silliest hat I've found so far, and I have found a lot of silly hats, I really have, but this one appears to be something like a little miniature wither skeleton riding on the back of an ender dragon who's riding on my head. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, it really is, but I don't think we'll... Look at that, you could get a proper look at it there. I'm not quite sure, I don't think it is a wither skeleton actually, but whatever it is, it's ridiculous. Let's see if we can find something slightly cooler to wear for today's episode. I know I've got something... what's it called? I've forgotten what it's called now. We could possibly wear that on it. Ah, there we go. There's our sunglasses. Yeah, check it out. I've got sunglasses on. Deal with it. Anyway, right. Yeah, welcome to episode 3. There is our new mountain. No, we haven't hollowed this one out. Although, to be fair, I've hollowed quite a bit of it out, but not up that way. So I've actually not really been up there. I mean, look how high it goes. Look at that. That is absurd, isn't it? That is the craziest thing. And we spawned not far away from here, actually. That's our spawn over there. I bookmarked it as soon as we got into the game. But there's our little house. It's quite a humble little house with quite a humble little Enfield Angel stood outside. And what on earth do you have on your head? What on earth is that meant to be? I can't even make out what it is. That's ridiculous. Oh dear. Hello, Enfield Angel. Are you okay? You doing good? Oh, that's good. I like that. That looks like is that a lump of cheese? Is that a lump of cheese? It looks like a lump of cheese. That's good. You should wear cheese on your head for the day. But it's never going to be as cool as my sunglasses. Let's face it. That's so cool. Anyway, right. I've got loads to catch up on with you because it's been a few days since I've made any videos. You might have noticed there's been a bit of a lag since we started this series. But to be honest, it's nothing to do with the game itself. Just real life has kind of caught up with me a little bit, work and other commitments and stuff. And I've just not had as much time to make videos. But we're not going to get too much into that. We'll talk about that in a vlog maybe in the future. Really, the main thing is that I wanted to tell you is that while I've not been making videos, I have been playing the game. And when I've not been playing the game, my turtles have been playing the game. So you remember in the last episode we made ourselves a couple of mining turtles. Well, they have been very, very busy indeed. So busy that we've had to build a second floor for our house, and inside our second floor is where we started to store all of our materials. So a few things to show you, a few new mods that we've been exploring and tinkering with. These are iron furnaces, and they work pretty much like normal furnaces, I guess, but the main thing is that they look cooler. But they're more efficient with the fuel, they don't use as much fuel, and now I think they're 25% faster, so they're much better for smelting and cooking and stuff. So we've got ourselves a few of those. They're a little bit expensive, but not too bad. What we needed was to inside this copper chest here, which is only a slight improvement on a normal chest. Like you get 3 rows in a normal chest, the copper chest gets you 5 rows, so that's pretty cool. But what you get from... what I've got inside here is one of these things here. This is called a forge hammer, and you use a forge hammer to make, I can't remember what they're called now. I think they're called iron plates. And then with the forge hammer and with the iron plates and the furnace, you can make yourself an iron furnace. It's not that expensive. The hammer was a little bit expensive from memory, I think. In fact, let's quickly go over here and say for forge hammer. There it is, and it costs 5 ingots and a couple of sticks. That's not too bad, to be honest. It's not too bad. And then it took 5 ingots to be able to make one of these things, but the ingots had to be turned into plates first. So that's quite a cool little addition. Obviously, we've been playing with the chests as well. As you can see, we've got ourselves a copper chest now to add to the collection. We now have, though, upstairs in my new upstairs floor. Oh, no, they're not up there at all. That's an absolute lie. They're down here in one of the chests. In fact... we were probably just looking at them, weren't we? Yeah, look, there they are. Right, let me just clear. Oops, let me just clear that, and then we can see what we're talking about. There we go. Let's light up the inventory properly. And yeah, there you go. We've got a couple of diamond chests. Let me just grab one of these and show you what this does. What this does is gives you that much space. Now look at that. That is ridiculous. That is basically a triple chest in the size of a single chest. How cool is that? That is absolutely awesome. So yeah, there's our couple of turtles there and diamond chests we've been filling up. Oh, and yes, you might have even noticed there we've got ourselves some chain. I've not got that from trades. I got that from killing beasties. I can't remember who was wearing it now, whether it was a skeleton or a zombie. It doesn't really matter. All I know is I've started to build myself a chain armor set, so that's pretty cool. Not got around to repairing it yet though. So up here is where we've got our materials starting to build up, and we really have got a lot of different materials. And I've discovered something fairly cool actually, which I didn't actually know existed. But we were getting to the point where cobblestone was becoming an issue. With the turtles doing their thing for hours and hours on end, we were getting tons of cobblestone, and we were up to about 15 double chests. And I was going to make myself a bunch of diamond chests. That's actually where I started with the chest thing. But then I discovered that you can compress cobblestone. So you can take your cobblestone here. In fact, let's do it. I'll show you exactly how this works. All you do is you go into a crafting table and you stack 9 of them together like that. And what you get is compressed cobblestone. Now that is pretty cool. Already that's pretty cool. But then what you can do is you can take 9 compressed cobblestone and you can compress them again. Look at that. Now we have double compressed cobblestone. That's awesome, isn't it? But it doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. We can now take our double compressed and triple compress it. And then we can take our triple compress and, yep, quadruple compress it. And apparently, I've not done this yet, apparently you can go all the way up to octuple, so 8 times compressed. Let's just try this. This should now be, look at that. That is a quintuple compressed cobblestone. And if you look at that, look at what the number says on the screen there. It says 59,049 cobblestone. So within this single block here, this single little block that I've got in my hand, I haven't got it in my hand yet, but now I have. Look at this. Within that block is 59,000 cobblestone. Do you know how many double chests that saved us? Absolutely unbelievable. It's such a cool mod. But apparently it's not just there to save space. Apparently there are some very cool things you can do with compressed cobblestone. And I've not looked too far into that yet because, frankly, I've started to overwhelm myself. While I've not been making videos, like I said, I've been playing the game, doing lots and lots of reading and research, been watching lots of videos on YouTube, trying to learn as much as I can. And to be honest, with 179 mods to discover, it can get a bit overwhelming because you start reading one thing and it leads you on to the next and on to the next, and oh, you need engines for this and combustion engines for that and electric engines for the other, and your mind then ends up getting blown a little bit, to be honest. So I need to take a little bit of a step back and just start to take this one step at a time. And in fact, this here is one of the steps. This is from Tinker's Construct, and I mentioned this in the last episode. This is one of the first mods that I want to play with because it allows you to start making improved tools, starting with wooden tools and stone tools, but then you can start to make improved metal tools, so iron and gold and diamond and that kind of thing. But we need to go, maybe not diamond actually, I think it is metal tools. But we start with these extended crafting tables. So you can see here we've got ourselves a crafting station. Now, one of the first benefits of the crafting station, actually, apart from all the new stuff that you can do, one of the really cool things that you can do is you can go, oh look, I want to make myself a compressed cobblestone block, right? So there we go. Oh, I've only got 8 cobblestone on me. Oh well, never mind, escape out of that, let's go away. Did you notice that a load of cobblestone didn't just fall on the floor? How cool's that? Do you know why? It's because it's still in the crafting station. That's awesome, isn't it? So when you're halfway through a recipe, yeah, you can just leave it there and then come back for it later. So that's really nifty. But that is also just the first step of a bunch of other things that involve templates, and it means that you can construct weapons and tools, but part by part. So instead of just saying, I want a pickaxe, you say, I want a pickaxe handle, and then I want a pickaxe head, and then I want to bind the two together. And this is how you do it. You do it with Tinker's Construct. Once you get going a little bit more, you can make a smeltery, which allows you to liquidize different materials. So you can take your iron and your gold and your different materials, melt them into a liquid, and then pour them into the molds to make yourself improved weapons. So yeah, that's something I want to look at today. But first, I want to show you what my turtles have been doing, because while I've not been making videos and while I've not played that much, my turtles have. My turtles have been very, very busy. Oh, and there's something I haven't showed you yet. My sapphire sword. Isn't that great, to be honest? I mean, it's better than iron, it's better than gold, but it's not as good as diamond. But it looks cool, doesn't it? It's just nice. You can make ruby ones as well. I think Anfield Angel was eyeing those up. I think she fancied herself a red sword. And we do have a lot of materials. In fact, I forgot to show you how many ores and stuff we've got now, because we have got tons, and I do mean absolutely tons of ores. So much so, in fact, the one real problem I'm having at the moment is fuel. Because the turtles they're really good, they're really cool, and they have dug a massive hole for me here, but they're not especially efficient with fuel, and coal isn't the best fuel for them, I don't think. But look at this, look at what they've done. They have dug us all the way down to bedrock, and I haven't actually stopped to work out how big this area is, but it's big. It's big. Let's just make sure I crouch here. Oh, bit of a lag spike there. That was a bit scary. So look at that. It goes all the way down to bedrock, all the way down there. There's no beasties spawning down there now, although there have been lots of beasties spawning. But now that we're at bedrock, nothing can spawn on bedrock, so it's fairly quiet down there, apart from the sort of cobblestone staircases I've made for myself. You can see the massive lava lake that we've tunnelled into. The great thing is that our turtles are immune to it, so they didn't die. They just carried on mining through it. So that was pretty cool. One thing I did discover whilst doing all of this is a bit of a pain. If you leave the chunk or quit the game while the turtles are midway through their mission, they will stop. And that means that when you come back, they'll be stuck sort of halfway down the mine, and you've got to go down and retrieve them. And I've done that a couple of times by mistake, yeah, I've died lots. I think there's a way of finding out, actually, how many times you've died. But I would guess, I would say, a conservative guess, I would say I would probably die at about 20 times, maybe even 30. And I know that sounds terrible for someone who's been playing Minecraft for as long as I have. To be that bad at Minecraft is pretty embarrassing. But, as I've said, I'm very new to PC. I've been a console player all this time. I'm certainly new to mods. And I'm certainly new to having massive holes dug all the way down to bedrock for me by little mining turtles. So it's all very, very new. It's been a massive learning curve for me. But this is awesome. Look how much space we've hollowed out. And as a result, we've nearly got a stack of diamonds. We've got stacks and stacks of iron. But like I say, the real problem I'm having at the moment is we're running out of fuel. So one of the things we do need to deal with is a new fuel source. So lava could be part of that solution. We could go and get ourselves some lava, but I have something else in mind that I want to do with the lava today, because as you can see at the moment, I've got 40 levels of XP, which is pretty awesome. But if I tell you all those times I've died, I don't want to exaggerate here, but I know I've hit level 30 a couple of times, and because I've not got anything to enchant with, I've lost those 30 levels at least twice, if not possibly 3 times, plus all the other times where I've lost like 5 levels here and 10 levels there. I reckon I must have lost sort of like 100, 150 levels of XP, which is just, that's just criminal, isn't it? It's just awful. But not all is lost, because there is a way of saving our XP. At the moment, I still don't have an enchantment table, I still don't have any bookshelves, so I still can't do any enchantments. But I can save the XP, and in order to do that, we need to make ourselves some tanks. Now, I can't remember the name of the mod that we do this through. I think it's open blocks, but don't quote me on that. We're going to make ourselves an XP drain, and then some glass tanks. When I said tanks, I didn't mean those big metal things with the guns on the roof. I mean glass tanks, like a fish tank, and it's for storing any liquid. You can put lava in it, you can put water in it, you can probably put milk in it if you really want to. But what we can also put in it is liquid XP. Yeah, you heard me right, liquid XP. Now, to do this, we need a bit of glass. I can't find my glass. Anfield Angel, in fact, I'm going to leave you to do that for me if you wouldn't mind. If you could get us some glass blocks. We don't need tons, but we do need, let's have a guess here. I'm going to say if you could make us something like 16 blocks of glass blocks. So that means you've got to find 16 sand and melt it. Use our fancy iron furnaces, and that'll happen nice and quick. If you wouldn't mind doing that for me, Anfield Angel, that'd be great. I also need to grab some coal for our turtle, because we're going to use our turtle here. I've got a bit of a plan. There we go. Here's some of the ores that we've managed to smelt down. Here's the ores that we haven't yet had enough fuel to smelt down, but that might not seem like a lot, but that's because I've already turned most of it into blocks. Check this out. Yeah, look at that. Stacking a bit of iron. This is gold. We've got a load of redstone already, obviously. Lapis lazuli, but we've also got these new ones. Yellorium, rubies, peridot. Peridot? Don't know how you pronounce that. Electrotine. Never heard of that. Don't know what to do with that. Copper, lead, salt. Blocks of salt. Who knew? Aluminium, silver, and tin, and sapphires. And sapphires, like I say, I've made myself this sapphire sword. I do like it. I just like the look of it. But yeah, the reason I'm here is for the coal. We want some coal. What we're going to do is we're going to go and make ourselves some obsidian, because, believe it or not, all this mining, I've not actually come across any obsidian yet. Not a single piece. So we're going to go and make some. We're going to go and make ourselves some obsidian. And then we're going to get our turtles to mine it for us. Now, there's a reason I'm going to get the turtles to do it for us. First of all, they've already got diamond pickaxes attached to them, so that means I don't have to worry about making myself a diamond pickaxe. I don't actually have one yet, believe it or not. So I don't have a diamond pickaxe. So it saves me having to make one. It also saves me the time it takes having to actually do the mining. But not only that, but they mine obsidian blocks as quickly as they mine any other block. There's no delay whatsoever. So they destroy the block instantly. So it's going to be much, much quicker. Oh, bit of a beastie trap down here. Let's just get rid of these guys. Off you go. Off you go, and another one for you. Right. The reason we've got this all dark, by the way, is because we've got aubrey bushes growing here. So these are growing ores, aluminium and copper and iron, but they do need to be in the dark. If you put too much light down here, it doesn't grow. So yeah, that's our little, like we haven't got enough ores already. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to come down here with this bucket of water. We're going to turn some of that lava that we spotted down there, we're going to turn it into obsidian by pouring water onto it. And I've just realised I've not brought any blocks with me to stack onto. Oh, and we've got ourselves another zombie head. Cool. I need some blocks to stack onto. Didn't think of that. Right, okay, give me just a sec, guys. I'm going to shoot back up to the surface and grab ourselves some blocks. Be right back. Okay, and I am back, and we are at the bottom of the mine. We have an Enderman to keep us company. I'm not going to pick a fight with him because I'm not wearing any armour. And as cool as my sunglasses make me look, they're not going to protect me if he decides to attack me, and he will attack me if I look at him. So let's keep moving. But yeah, this is the bottom of our mine. Look at this. We're down on bedrock. Dug all the way down. I can't remember where we started now, but originally we did about 40 levels, but then that seemed a bit silly because there's none of the best ores. There's some good ores up there, but not the best ones. So for the outer edges, I came down and started at around about level 20, I think. So we made sure we got all of the diamonds and all the emeralds and a few other bits and pieces. But yeah, this is what we discovered. We discovered this big lava lake. Now, I've been meaning to come down here anyway because there are ores in the walls, which obviously the turtles have missed, and I want to get those, including that looks like there's some coal up there. So I do want to get that. But the reason we're here is for this lava lake. Now, I need to be a little bit careful, but what we're basically going to try and do is get ourselves over the top of this thing. Maybe have to do a little bit of digging as well. Let's just get rid of my backpacks. Oh, I showed you backpacks in the last episode, didn't I? I told you about those. They're really cool. I've been making good use of those. I'm really hoping that we can expand them soon, but I need Anfield Angel to do a bit more research on the whole beekeeping thing. Bizarrely enough, you need the beekeeping stuff to be able to expand your backpacks. I don't know. So complicated. There's so much stuff going on. I've got enough to learn. Anfield Angel's doing her own research, so I'm going to leave her to it. So Anfield Angel's gone to sleep, but that's cool. I don't need to. Oh, that's something that I've made as well, by the way. Did you notice this? This is a sleeping bag, and I can get in this at any time. Well, obviously only when it's night time. But the difference between a sleeping bag and a bed is it allows me to sleep through the night, but without resetting my spawn. So if I wanted to sleep down here for the night, just so that we could cut through to the morning, I can do that without setting my spawn down here. That's pretty nifty, isn't it? So I keep that on me all the time now. So it needs to be a little bit careful here. We're going to work our way over towards the lava. We've got ourselves a bucket of water, so that's all good. And we shouldn't need much, to be fair. What we're just basically going to do is we're going to come over here. Let's just be a little bit cautious here, just in case. Oh, here we go. I can hear lava sounds. We're getting close. We're getting close. You can't be far away now. Have I gone too high? Oh, I've gone too... No, 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 no! And there we go. There's our first death on camera. Now, we're about to find out what happens. Oh, man. Now, I don't know if you know this. We get a grave. We get a grave. When you die... a grave is created for you so that all your stuff is safe. It's a bit like having keep inventory on, but yeah, you have to go back and retrieve the stuff. Now, what I don't know is going to happen is whether that lava is going to destroy my grave, and there's only. Oh, I really hope not. I had all my backpacks on me, our diamond chests, our turtles. Oh man, that is so much. The good news is you can see that X down there. Look, there we go. There is my death. You can see that I've died. Oh, that must be death 31 now or something ridiculous. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe it. See, this goes back to me being new at PC. I'm just still struggling with some of the controls, just remembering to crouch and how to crouch, and so noobish, so noobish. Some of you must be cringing watching this. People that have been playing PC for a while. You probably saw that coming a million miles off. There's a skeleton shooting at me and I've got nothing to defend myself. Oh, we just need to get down here as quick as we can. Talking of which, there's an elevator block. There's something else I've discovered. And again, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because there's so much to take on board. But there's apparently there's an elevator block that allows you to sort of, yeah, you stand on it, you crouch, and you appear sort of 20 blocks below yourself, and then you can do it the same in the opposite direction, but you jump up 30 blocks or something like that. I don't know exactly how it works, but yeah, again, one for another day. But it would be really handy right now when I'm in a rush to get back down to bedrock. It would have been really handy at this point. Now, as it happens, we've made it to the edge of the lava before we died, so that's pretty cool, and it looks like the grave has survived actually. I'm gonna double this up though because it's careful. There we go. I just want to double this up just in case any other stuff sort of bounces out of there, because that would be terrible if it all bounced up and over into the lava. So yeah, what we do is we basically come over here and break this thing here, pop, Hey, and there's all our stuff. Let's just double check. 2 diamond chests. There's that. We've even got our zombie skull back. Our turtles are back. And our sapphire sword. Oh, that is a relief. That is a relief. I don't mind telling you. Right, bit of food. I need a pickaxe. I've not brought a spoon with me, have I? I've not brought a spoon with me. When I want to dig this dirt away, I'm going to struggle. But never mind. We don't need to worry about that for the minute. Right, let's have another go. Let's see if we can do this without sort of burning in lava. That would be good, wouldn't it? That would be good. Right, let's stack back up here and work our way across carefully. So I think the issue is, I think I was as close as I needed to be to the lava, but I wasn't quite low enough. And that's because I did deliberately go slightly higher than I needed to because I didn't want to fall in the lava. Yeah, the irony. I know. Yeah, I'm cringing too. If it helps, I am cringing too. That was terrible. That was so embarrassing. But it's pretty typical. It's pretty typical of the way things have gone for me since I've started playing on PC. It's a learning experience. Every day's a school day, right? Anyway, so let's dig this lot away. I want to expose as many lava source blocks as I can, so that we can make sure that we can. Oh, there's lapis up there. I want that. I want that because when we start enchanting, we're going to need it. I believe, because these mods are based on 1.7 version of Minecraft, I don't know when the enchantment system changed. At some point, enchanting changed, didn't it? So that you didn't need as much. You didn't need as many levels, but you needed the lapis to go with it. And I don't know if this update includes that or whether it's before that. If 1.7.10 is that's the level of Minecraft that we're on, the version of Minecraft that this is based on, I don't know. I don't honestly know. So I guess I just want to make sure I save that lapis at some point. But one thing at a time. Let's see if we can make as much obsidian as we can. Where's our bucket of water? The bucket of water survived our fall into the lava, so that's good news. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly place the water and grab it back. Oh, a bit too quick that time, and there we go. Oh, look at that. Tons and tons and tons of obsidian. Excellent stuff. That works perfectly. So let's drop that in there like that. Careful not to push ourselves in. And it looks like the rest of it is turning into cobblestone. So I guess what I want to do... Yeah, okay, so we're at the edge there. We're out of source blocks here, so that's perfect. Wow. Oh, it's cooking all the way down. Look at that. It's cooked the whole lot into cobblestone. Oh, wow. Well, I was a little bit short of cobblestone. I only had 59,000, so yeah, that'll come in handy. Oh, at least I can't fall into it now anyway. Right, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use our mining turtles now to try and recover this stuff. Oh, there's a little bit more there. That doesn't matter. Don't worry about that one. What we're going to do is mining turtles go off and to the right, I believe. So let's just work this out. I want to try and work out the most efficient way of doing this. I think the most efficient way would be to start over here. So if I can break this away, just be careful there's no more lava underneath it. No, it looks like we're good. So if I come over here, we'll break this away. How far back do I need to go? Just to there. So 1 more, 2 more. There we go. So if we just dig this one away like that. There we go. That's cool. And then we grab our turtle and a chest. And we'll put our turtle in like that. Let me just grab a torch actually. Have I got any torches on me? I've got no torches on me whatsoever. I'm sorry, I know it's very, very dark and you might be struggling to see what's going on, but any second now the lava is going to become exposed, so we shouldn't have a problem. Oh, I've misplaced that. Let me grab that back. Let's put our diamond chest down like that there, and then we need to stick a little bit of fuel inside our turtle. There we go, there's our fuel, and we're going to say now we need to count across here. How far are we going? We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's say 18. 18 I think will cover it. So if I say excavate 18, there we go. He'll be on his way now. And he's going to go... Oh, I've gone slightly too high, haven't I? I should have dug down one. Okay, never mind. We're going to leave him to it. In the meantime, I'm going to grab that lapis because he's not going to go up. He's only going to go down. So we'll grab this stuff here. Now, what he'll do is he'll start making his way back and forth, grabbing the blocks that he finds as he travels. And at the moment he's not finding anything. Obviously I've started 1 block too high, but on his next trip he will come back and he will start going through those obsidian blocks, and I'd like to be able to hang around just long enough to see him do it at least once, because then you'll see what I mean about how quick he is. I think I'm pretty certain I'm right about this. I'm pretty certain. I wouldn't like to say it for 100% certainty because, you know, obviously I don't really know what I'm doing, but you know, I'm pretty certain. Let's just turn as much of this into lava as we can. Let's get out of the turtle's way. It's going to take him a little while actually, I think. So we're going to do a quick cut ahead in the video here, and I'll join you guys when he gets back to this correct level where the obsidian starts. So I'll see you guys in just a second. And here we go, our little turtle hero has just returned, and he's going to have to take a bit of a scenic route. I've not thought this out very well. There's a lot of empty space that he's going to have to accommodate, but it's not a problem because he's working his way back now. Look how quickly he goes through this obsidian. Look, bump, bump, bump. It's as easy as that. And now, if we right-click on him, oops, we'll accidentally pour water. Oh, I lost my water source there. He went straight through it. Oh, never mind. So there we go. Look, 10, 11, 12. That is so cool. That is so cool. Oh, I've lost that water source. If I had that water source now, I would be able to. I'd be able to turn this lot into obsidian now as well, and we'd get even more. I think what I might do is I might let him finish this cycle, and then stop him. I'll have to break him, yeah, stop him, and then come back and turn this lot into obsidian because this is so convenient. Look how much quicker it is to let him do the work for us. It's absolutely awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this obsidian. Hopefully, Anfield Angel has managed to get us some glass and turn it into, get us some sand and turn it into glass, and we are going to make ourselves some tanks to put our XP in. My XP! I don't believe it! I can't believe that's only just occurred to me that I've just lost 40 levels of XP! Oh, that is depressing. I'll see you guys back on the surface. Okay, we are back on the surface, and I've got my sunglasses on, but I'm not feeling very cool at the moment. I'm feeling quite fed up. I can't believe I lost 40 levels. 40 levels, and add that to all the levels I've already lost. And that is why we need to go and sort out this XP drain. We need to do this once and for all. Having said that, we do have a new way of farming XP, by the way. And I've not mentioned this yet, but in the last episode, I was going through all these bushes that we got. These are blueberry, we've got raspberries, we've got malberries. And then I found these ones as well that we've got, I think we've got 8 of them. We've got 8 of these essence berry bushes. And other than the fact that they hurt, ouch, like that, I couldn't work out what they were for. And then somebody mentioned it in the comments, and I'm very sorry, I can't remember. I should have made a note of who pointed it out. But someone pointed it out in the comments of the last video. That actually what these things are XP. This is a new way of farming XP. You grow these bushes, you grab the berries off them, which are called concentrated essence berries. But watch this, when I eat them, I don't actually eat them, but I consume them, and look at my levels going up. Look at that. We're up to level 21. That's not bad. I had 40 before, and I could have had 40 plus the 21, so I'm still kind of fed up, but not as fed up as I could have been. So this is going to be a new way of XP farming, and the cool thing is about this is that we don't have to go and use the XP straight away. We haven't got to go and enchant stuff when we don't necessarily need to. We're going to be able to farm from the essence berry bushes, and then we're going to store the XP up for when we do need it. How awesome is that? How awesome is that? Now, where is Anfield Angel? I can't see her anywhere at the moment. Anfield Angel, if you wouldn't mind making your way back. Is that your gamer tag? No. Where are you? Don't know where you are in the world. Let's have a quick look at our journey map. Let's see where she is. Oh, wow, she's a long way away. Oh, Anfield Angel, you need to get your skates on. I need you. I need you back here. Right, in the meantime, what we're going to quickly do is we're going to grab ourselves some iron ingots because there are 2 parts to what we're going to build. We are going to build ourselves an XP drain. And I believe the way we do this is not like that. How do we make rails? There we go. Iron bars. Iron bars is what we need. And then with the iron bars, we lay it out like that, and we get ourselves, there we go, XP drain. There we go, job done. So that's the first part of what we're going to build. The second part of what we're going to build, oh, and there we go, Anfield Angel has arrived, is I think we're going to put it here, because what I was thinking, it'd be really quite cool if when we come home after we've been out mining or farming or doing or whatever we're doing, it'd be really cool if we could just come up here, and while we're sort of sorting out our ores or our logs or our saplings or whatever it is we've recovered, we could just stand here and have the XP drain out of us. Anfield Angel, have you got a normal axe on you? Could you possibly get rid of this chest here for me? Oh, look at that in your copper axe. Very fancy, very nice. Right, and yeah, if you could throw me your glass or sand or whatever it is you've got. What have you got? Oh, you've got glass. Fantastic. Okay, as much as you've got. I think I'm going to try and make... I don't know, actually. Oh, there we go. You've got 20 of these things. So I need to try and remind myself how we lay this out. Was it in like a cross shape? Oh, I've done that wrong. Hold on. Oh, I've dropped them now. Right, hold on. Let's go tank like that, and it's this one that we're looking to make. And oh wow, cool. Oh, it's even cheaper than I thought. Actually, we don't use glass blocks, we use glass panes, which I believe you make like that. There we go. So 16 of those. Let's do that again. Make 32 of those, and then we want them. Let's just get rid of that. We want them in a cross shape. Let's get rid of these blocks. Hold on. Bump, 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 bump. There we go. And then we make these into like a cross shape like so. And then we put the obsidian around the outside, and there are our tanks. And you get 2 for each one of those, so that's pretty good actually. It's not bad at all. And if I go bump like that, we now have 12 of these tanks. What are these? These are from open blocks. I was right, it was open blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 12. I guess we could do a 9, but we could do a 3x3. That'd be good. That'd work. Ah, Anfield Angel, have you got that axe with you? I haven't got an axe. Could you punch out a hole in the middle of this thing, in the middle of the floor? Say, if you make, say, this the centre, the one that you're standing on. There we go. And if you could do sort of 3x3 around this, that would be perfect. There we go, around a nice little square. Nicely done. And then I'm going to put these tanks in here, and they should all connect up like that. There we go. Ah, this is looking good. Oh, I've broken one. Oh man, we don't lose these when we break them, do we? It's not like glass. Nope, we don't. We get them back. Perfect. Cool. Right, so we're going to drop these in here like this, and then in the middle of this thing, we're going to pump our XP drain. There we go. There we go. And then I believe we just step onto it, and it does. Oh, there we go. There we go. And there goes my XP. That's so cool. Look at that. And my XP is safe. My XP is now safe. And we can come down and we'll be able to... Hopefully it's not too low, is it? Can we get underneath that? Oh, and Anfield Angel's putting her XP in there as well. I don't know how much she had. There we go. And then what you do is when you want the XP, when you want to go and enchant some stuff, all you do, I think, is just right click. There you go. Look at my XP going up. If I can nick all of Anfield Angel's XP now. See if we can empty the tank out and see how far we go. No, no, no. I'll give it back. I'll give it back. It's just an experiment, I promise. Maybe. Shh. Don't say anything. She hasn't got any fish on her, it's fine. I'm not getting any more. Why aren't I getting any more? Oh, there we go, there we go. I need to grab it from the middle. No? Okay. See, I think what you're supposed to do, there's a tap that you can put on this. There's like a way of... But the other thing you can do as well, you can make some glass bottles, and then you can right-click on these tanks and fill glass bottles up, and you can make bottles enchanting. How cool is that? So there we go. We now have a way of securing our XP, so I now can go and die 1,000,000 more times like I already have, and like you've witnessed me do already today. But our XP is going to be safe. We can store it all up in this tank, and we don't even have to do anything special for it. We just come back to the top floor of our house. Job done. That's awesome, isn't it? Right, well, thanks to my death, that's taken slightly longer than I anticipated. Oh, and you've got yourself some sunglasses. Check you out. Oh, yeah. Let's have a stand next to me. There we go. Oh, that's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Well, I guess that is a good way to end the video. I'm going to thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a thumbs up. If you haven't, I guess you're going to go and do that other thing. But I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope you will join me and Anfield Angel for episode 4. See you soon. Bye.